Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another DragonFable video this Monday. And in this video, we're pretty much... Okay, I was thinking about it. I was gonna start... I think it's called like Malurus. Let me check. This one right here? Yeah, Malurus. I was gonna start this, but honestly, part of me kind of wants to continue with the main story at this point. It's been a while. Yeah, the last one was Silent Eska, and it's been so long. After finishing Silent Eska, I did get kind of a fatigue when it comes to the main story because... Yeah, Silent Eska was pretty long. Not as long as the freaking Calamity Saga, but for the time, it definitely felt a lot longer than I thought it would be. But right now, we are here in the main timeline, and just looking at it, I mean, yeah, if you haven't watched my previous video, I highly suggest you do, because First Weaver, gosh, dude, it's something else. I'm thinking of uploading the song that Dove/Atomic sings at the end. I'm thinking of just uploading that just as it is, because it's that good. I feel like they really did cook, especially Dove primarily. He didn't have to cook that much, but he did, and he added a little bit more with that song, which I very much like. And yeah, overall, I mean, I don't know if this will kind of connect that much with Atomic Saga. It might, but it's weird because when looking at this, it mentions Valtryth's mask, but it doesn't connect. Like from Calamity to this, I would add a line connecting it, because it does definitely seem like kind of a sequel to this in a sense, since it does have the Valtryth mask. But from the looks of it, it seems like it does it connects to the main story, which is pretty good, but it also connects to the Atomic Saga kind of. But yeah, with that being said, for now, I do want to do Tournament of Champions. I do. Just the name of that kind of intrigues me. Gary Gordon is he's a champion, the champion of lore. Yeah, he's the hero, so the protagonist himself. So yeah, with that being said, in this video, I'm pretty much going to be doing this Unbound, Timeless, and then hopefully start Tournament of Champions. Again, I don't know how long this is. Blind playthrough. Looking at it, it does seem rather short. Also, we get to see King Altion. We get to see King Altion, and his presence has been rather lacking in this game, in my opinion. So yeah, a lot of talking, but yeah, pretty much going to be doing these, then this, and then afterwards, either Malurus or Dark Devices, the Thorns, because I do want to do this chronologically. I know I've been kind of going out of order, but at the same time, it is kind of confusing because some parts were released much later than the other ones. So yeah, a lot of talking, just gonna get right into it. So End of Magic meeting the Rose. After divisively routing the Rose from Betrabong, Kara suggested you to head to SwordHaven to find Janya. Much has changed in your time away. In the library, however, you meet an old acquaintance who may be able to help you finally meet Janya and perhaps learn more about her motives. Okay, here we go. SwordHaven, look at this. Halt! What is your business in SwordHaven, traveler? Now! Not now. I ask you a question, traveler. I'm just exploring. Exploring, he says. Dressed like that? And your name? To be quite honest, I don't think I'm comfortable giving you that information. I mean, you should know my name. Your name. Now. He seems like a perfectly upstanding shadow hunter. I'm sure there's no reason to. I would thank you for not questioning my authority in front of the perpetrator. Perpetrator? Don't you get indignant with me. I say whether you can get into the city or not. Without my approval, you're not getting past these gates. The safety of the city is in my hands. ... You seem awfully guilty about something. What did you say your name was again? You know what? I don't have time to put up with this. I've done nothing wrong. Oh, so you're going to be like that, huh? That's it. I'm going to get my supervisor and back up. You're in it for it now. Just you wait. What is going on, man? So confused. ... So, can I enter the city? Yeah, you're good to go. What about that, Rose guy? Oh, don't worry about him. He'll be replaced by the end of the week, I bet. Fourth Rose partner I've gone through this month. Something about the posting just attracts a very power-hungry personality. I don't envy your job. It's not so bad. Besides, the Rose higher-ups thankfully have little tolerance for these kinds of problems, at least when they get pestered by them. I'm sure there's a lot that goes unreported. Right. I'll be going now. Thanks. No problem. Welcome to SwordHaven, Gary Gordonson. He does know me. Somebody here knows me. Look at that. That could be my thumbnail right there. I feel like I should have explored this in book 1. I don't think I've ever been to SwordHaven in book 1. I think only once. Well, here we are, Ruthier. SwordHaven. Now, we just have to find Janya. People are staring at me. They're just in awe of your awesomeness. ... Yeah, you're right. They've never seen a dragon as impressive as me. I mean, they're just flashbacks of him just like destroying the world like several episodes ago. It's like, is that the world-ending destroyer that tried to destroy just all of lore? Maybe. Where to start? That big rose-themed tower seems like a promising lead. You can ride in my backpack if you want, Ruthier. It might help us avoid unwanted attention. Yes, please. There's a lot of people. Please. It's making me nervous. Please. He's antisocial. Right, in you go. Let's see what SwordHaven has to offer. Oh, okay, here we go. That's just an introduction to the area. I'm sure there's probably a lot of side quests here. Tim the Barbarian. From the description, it seems like I have to go to the library, which I mean, might be this tower right here. Oh, wait. This is all connecting. So this is the burned building, right? In book 2? Or I guess in book 1, there was a burned building that kind of like led on to Zahn's storyline. So this is the old mage tower. Interesting. Proceed no further. The ivory tower is sealed to you, Shadow Hunter. You may only enter by the grace of the Archmagus. Talk. What do you want, Gargornson? Well, apparently you know who I am. Who are you? We are the Thorns of the Archmagus. We are Lady Janya's personal guard. I am known as Ahimsa in the Rose, and this is my sister, Tapu. Can I enter the tower? I need to speak to Janya. You wish to speak to the Archmagus in person? Leave our presence before I cannot contain my laughter. Sister, it is Gargornson. I imagine he has many questions. No one knew when or if you'd show up, Gargornson, and Lady Ajanya has her own quest to complete. I thought you were her personal guard. And we are there when the Archmagus needs us. Lady Anya is capable of defending herself, as you know. There are times where when she can't or doesn't want to. Be on guard though. Where she is now, she will find you when she is ready. ... You don't understand. This is incredibly urgent. It concerns the Vind and General Contis, and if it's so urgent, Lady Anya would know about it already. As it is now, we will not suffer you to enter the Ivory Rose. Interesting wording. Why not enjoy the city? Look around and explore, discover the prosperity and peace that the Rose has brought to Greengard. Why not visit the library? The records there may well assist in your education of the Rose's endeavors. The library? Okay, sure. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, perfect. So this is not the library. Where is that at? Wait a minute, Conan? Hold up, I was looking for the library and I just stumbled on Conan, just right in this end of this street right here. Road. Okay, Conan's is here. It's been a while, Gary Gordonson. Conan? You're the last person I expected to see in SwordHaven. I could say the same to you. I use magic to defend and protect. Oh shoot, I forgot. I'm trying to be consistent with my voice acting. I know it's kind of cringe at sometimes, but you can't defend and protect everyone, and there will always be those that use magic for power, for greed, for vengeance. I know now that I took the wrong path, and that I won't ever be able to change that. But I can dedicate myself to making sure no one else can follow my fall. Shouldn't he be in jail? Yeah, shouldn't he just be locked up? Like he's still sided with evil. He still committed certain crimes. Unless, I mean, this is a dictatorship, I think. It's a monarchy after all. So, I mean, but whatever King Alctheon says goes, I guess. So, sure, he's a good guy now. Getting rid of magic doesn't get rid of power, greed, or vengeance. No, it doesn't. But a simple black magic has a chance, or a blacksmith has a chance against those things. If not to fight, at least to run. You can't escape the great dragon, or the sun being eaten, or an infernal bent on destroying the world, aka Warlick. You can only fight fire with fire. And then everyone gets burned. I need to get back to work, Gary Gordonson. Great job, dude. You go at it, man. Just look at him, very productive at work. That's totally how a blacksmith works right here. You love to see this. All right, here we go. This should be a library. Looks like it. Who is this? Librarian? The library isn't open. I'm trying to make sense of this mess. I do not get paid enough for this, Unbound. She looks familiar. Expense report. Residential sewer extermination. 3 years old. Demolition cost project for that old abandoned house. Really? They kept 8 years old timesheets for the city guards? Hi, excuse me. The library isn't open yet. I've got years of boxes of apparently useless bureaucratic paperwork that they've archived to go through. And no time to help you find a copy of the Dragon Rogue and the Drevir or the Paladin's Dark Secret. What is Ardix's Dark Secret? I want to know. Or whatever saucy novels all the board guards are reading at the moment. No, it's not that. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Disgusted noise. Listen. Cersei? I vaguely remember her. You. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. You're not getting away this time, Cersei. What are you doing here? Attempting to work. But you've been busy yourself, haven't you? Allied to the Rose and the Vind? Playing both sides, are we? But to what end? Playing both sides? I'm protecting those who need me. I'm trying to bring peace to Lore. Who are you working for? I vaguely remember her from the Dravisgard saga back in book 1. Is everything alright in there? Look, I don't know what you want here in SwordHaven, but I can't afford to have my cover blown. You're the one who attacked me. This seems more like your problem than mine. Oh, I'm sure our little scuffle won't reflect well on you either. Attacking a poor defenseless librarian like this? Seems like it's better for both of us to sort this out without the Rose then? Sounds good. I mean, we know who she is. I can just out her, right? I can just be like, hey, she's actually kind of like a thief and yeah, like a villain. I could just... Okay. I guess they don't like me though. That's the only thing. The Rose at least. They're prejudiced against my kind. Hi. Ooh, everything's fine. This lovely shadow hunter was trying to help me rearrange the shelves and they fell right over. So clumsy. Hello. My bad. Okay. Are you sure? Thank you so much for checking though. Sighs. Now time to straighten up this mess. Have a nice day. He's like, what? Sure. Right. I guess I'll go first. I'm surveying the situation here in SwordHaven for concerned parties. Who exactly? ... One of the king's daughters, actually. Rubina. Apparently, she's been trying to find out more information about the Rose, did a respectable job even, and hasn't been satisfied with what she and her friends have found out so far. Really? Princess Victoria hired you? I find it hard to believe. And if I was working for someone else, you'd have just confirmed my target. No wonder she couldn't rely on you to figure things out. I've been busy helping the Vind, the things the Rose have done in the swamp. I'm looking for a way to meet with Janya herself on the behalf of the Vind. I don't suppose you know a way into the Ivory Tower? Lady Janya, the Ivory Tower. You're actually insane, aren't you? If you can't help, then just say so. I'm sure our mutual benefactor would be interested to learn how you couldn't help her friend. I know a way in. While we wait for dark, make yourself useful and help me fix this ridiculous mess you made. Backed into the sewers. Very nostalgic. Great job. They won't be asleep for long. The basement to the Ivory Tower should be through the gate, hero. And this is as far as I go. According to the plans I found, this leads to the basement of the tower. If you get caught, I was never here. Got it? Great job. Cersei, if you alert the Rose while I'm in there, I wouldn't dream of it. But if you find some way to blow my cover, Geir Gordonson, the Rose will be the least of your worries. Here we go. I gotta be like Solid Snake, man. I gotta use all my stealth abilities. It looks like someone is sleeping down here. Ah, interesting. Oh, here we go. Locked. I need... Is that a contest? I'm fucked. That's not. If it was, I'm fucked. Who the heck is that? Okay. Damn. You are going to have a headache. Man, I had one job. I just had to just sneak around and yeah, I'll be honest, I've never played Metal Gear ever, so this is what happens when I don't play Metal Gear. My sneaking skills have gone down exponentially. So we're here. Okay, so now what? So to continue this, do I have to go back to the... Do I have to go to the Ivory Tower? Okay, never mind. She's just in the main plaza. Oh, Geir Gordonson, it's always nice to see you. And if you blow my cover, and I'll hunt you to the ends of lore. Nice. Okay, so this is pretty good. So I'm assuming this includes a tournament of champions quest right here. So this is pretty nice. So for this video, I might just do the beast and then timelines, and then I'll probably end it there. Again, it might be rather short. Currently, I'm at 27 minutes of recording. We shall see, but the next video, this Friday, is going to be purely Tournament of Champions. Part 1, Part 2. I'm assuming that's going to be it, because, again, looking at the timeline doesn't seem that long. But, alright, here we go. The Beast. If you blow my cover while you're in the Ivory Tower, I will find you, and I will end you. Great job. She says this as I'm not in the tower. As I'm knocked out. Ow, my head. ... You should not be here. Ah, and who are you supposed to be? Imagine this is Arya. Somehow, because isn't she a Beastmaster? Those chains. So the rose is making you guard their secrets, is that it? Ah, that hurts my ears. I do as I want. Seems to me like you want to fight. You do your weapon first. Okay. Here we go, just going right at it. Nice. Also, this music is really popping off. Just take a while just to listen to the music. I'm really loving this. It really does set the atmosphere of this this fight overall. But yeah, I also heard that they did reimagine certain parts of Book 3. I think this might be one of it. So this is pretty cool. Pretty nice. Again, part of me does want to play the original. Just for nostalgia reasons. They should have this as an option. Either play the reimagined version or the original version. Because it really... I mean, yeah, DragonFable at this point is... I feel like most Arctic's entertainment games are based on nostalgia. And part of me just wants to like kind of get into that. I know it's not nostalgic for me. Looking at how simplistic some of the designs were is somewhat nostalgic, even though I didn't play this game back in the day. But at the same time, I very much do like how they are kind of reimagining the story a little bit, just tweaking it a tad bit. Because I did hear that Book 2, I think, was a lot worse. Like, granted, now they are reimagining it, but before, I believe it was lacking a lot of content, and it still kind of is. I mean, the Tealans just being slowly phased out. Really don't like that, but easy boss fight. What is this, monster blood? Shout out to people who get that reference. You have power, human. Why waste it here? The rose is doing awful things. Look at you. You're chained up in a basement. I'm here of my own will. And all those other creatures chained up here? What about them? Damn, like, you suck, man. He just completely missed. You broke into my lair. You hurt those I care for, not the rose. I need to speak to Janya. I'm going to stop the ones who captured you. You'll be free. You assumed another fight? Okay. Here we go. This guy doesn't learn. Alright, pretty easy fight. Just gonna gun this guy down. Non-lethal, of course, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's another fight against him. Your words and your convictions are misguided. What is going on here? The rose saved me from servitude. These chains are for the protection of myself and others, all those I care for. I treat with the utmost respect and dignity, yet you would say otherwise. Outside the tower, I mean, the Clock-in, okay, the Clock-in was definitely, like, enslaved. Like, I did steer the Clock-in trying to get here, like, inside a tower, so, yeah. Anyways, outside a tower, in the swamps and forests and mountains and beyond, General Contis is using similar chains to enslave and control. Silence. Enslave? They're burning villages, capturing people, and worse, Lady Anya needs to know. The rose saved me and my charge. Why would they do such terrible things? I don't know. I'm hoping Janya can help me find out. ... An elf. He took my fist. A human drew her blade across my flesh. When the elf Yala arose, the elves tamed the lands, took me and my kin as beasts and of burden and war. The forest, the elementals, everything cried out in pain and I could not heal it. And now you're trapped inside a tower, shackled and away from the nature you love so much. ... Your words bite at my soul. Let's see if your blades and magic do the same. Another fight. This guy just doesn't know when to quit. He has the essence of like an anime protagonist, like Goku in like the Tournament of Power, man. This guy, he just never backs down, and I respect it. Damn. Okay, he did stun me, but pretty easy fight. Also, this is Ruthier in his Among Us form. Yeah, as you can see. Also, forgot his name. The freaking Penguin King himself. Just wanted to tag along for this journey. Actually, this might not... Almost kills. Okay, he keeps on healing. Am I still stunned? We shall see. But I respect this guy. I definitely do. I like this because, again, he seems like somewhat of a minor character. I mean, we shall see later on. But they did add a lot of depth with this character. Very much like to see this. Look at that. These exchanges have been a rare pleasure, human. You've given me many wounds to heal and thoughts to ruminate on. However... Oh, Janya! Oh, shit! Hello again, Gary Gordonson. It has been a while, hasn't it? Come along, join me in my study. I have much to share. Oh my gosh, it's time to talk with the Archmagus. Finally, dude. Alright, here we go, last quest. Again, fairly short, but at the same time, I feel like this is kind of fitting. There's a little breather, because... Yeah, I mean, again, I know some people like long videos. Personally, I want to find like a kind of a balance. Not too long, not too short. Unfortunately, I feel like this might be on the shorter side, but still, nevertheless, gonna get right into it. Very excited to see Tournament Champions. Feels very short, but again, just... Yeah, we get to see Altion. That's all I'm asking for. Hopefully one of his daughters, aside from Rubina, Victoria, will be relevant to the plot. Again, I forgot her name, Brittany and Tara. Yeah, Brittany and Tara... Brittany had a bigger role in AQ Worlds, whereas Tara, I mean, kind of a joke character in the beginning. From all the quests I did prior, I'm aware that Tara did get a bit of character growth. I wonder if I'll go over it in the main story, or maybe it's like a kind of a side quest I missed out on, but yeah, a lot of talking. Last quest, timelines. Well, did you get the answers you were looking for? We are about to find out. Oh my gosh. Oh, shit. I double-clicked somehow. I think it's just me walking. I'm sorry I wasn't here to greet you. I was busy. I hope you've been enjoying your visit to SwordHaven. I'm not here for small talk. Not after you put out a bounty for me. Not after everything the Rose has been doing. You've been quite busy since you froze me in a solid wall of ice. A wall of ice? The last time I saw Alexander, it was through the wall of ice I was trapped in after his head had been set aflame. Imagine my surprise after what seemed like eons of being entombed. Imagine my surprise at seeing his grinning skull still burning, with all of lore still at the mercy of the one that set that fire in the first place. Zahn isn't my ally. I needed his help to break you out so we could all save Warlick. But that's not... He was your ally when you freed me, Gary Gordonson. You were working together, all to save lore from that thing. Then... You may have fought Alexander in the past, you may have not liked him, but you chose to put aside your animosity. How was I to know whether or not you were entangled in his madness? Could have asked. So you think I would trust any conversation with the maddening fury shell of a former friend or his apparent ally? No, never again. Neither what remains of him, nor the other one. The Alexander and Warlick I once knew are no more. I mean, Warlick... Okay, ... I feel like Warlick grew better as a person. He was kind of a dick back in the day. Are we finally going to see her secret mirror? Here it is. I love magic, Gary Gordonson. From its wonders and spectacle to its secrets and mysteries, but I'm no longer blinded by its shine. For all the good magic can do, it has wrought untold harm and pain upon the people of lore. There is no escape from its grasp. It's true that magic has been abused to hurt others, but that's not the fault of magic. It's not some inevitability. What is this? Alternate timelines? Oh my gosh. I can't... Oh my gosh, that is a true shocker. What... My character's mind is just blown. Like, you know that... I'm just gonna play the gif right here. That's me right now. This gif of this guy is... Mind blown. What? Is this some kind of sick threat? It's the remains of SwordHaven. The remains of all of lore. In a timeline where you failed to break my crystal prison. But no, that's impossible. Ruther and I would have... Ah, yes. Ruther. Shall I show you one One of the ones where they betray you? One where they abandon you to join the foe? He kinda did, not willingly. It's a possibility. One of so many. So many. I mean, I want to see it. Yeah, sure. Show it to me. No, I guess not. Okay. Nothing is beyond the dangers of magic. Nothing. And no one. The risk of misuse. Even I almost... You can't protect everything. No one can. Magic cannot be stopped. The mirror. It's a window to other timelines, other possibilities, and I can view them all. So she's basically like kind of like Doctor Strange from Infinity War, looking at all the outcomes. Kara said she didn't understand how you could let the rose do such terrible things, and I still don't. Your mirror excuses nothing. I've been preoccupied with my research. I did hear there were some irregular skirmishes with the Vind. That is what Kara sent you here, is it not? I will make sure the parties responsible are properly reprimanded. Now, I must ask you to leave. Our conversation is finished, and my work demands my attention. That's it? Villages burned, people kidnapped and enslaved, and you'll reprimand those responsible? I assure you, I do not approve of these alleged actions. Mistakes of the well-being are still mistakes. Shadow Hunter, you were given an order to leave. We received your notice, Lady Anya. Gary Gordonson, we are here to escort you from the tower. Do not make things difficult for yourself. Lady Anya is only extending this courtesy to you out of respect. Come along now. Lady Anya's patience and ours wears thin. Bam. You're a hero. So am I. With such fury and anger, I'd hate to see you become the villain. She's the villain. It's very ironic. Oh, it's not over yet. What is going on here? Psst. Oh, what did you want? I see you managed to not get thrown into a rose prison. Well, did you get what you needed? What's it to you? I didn't realize you were so worried about my well-being. Oh, I'm not. My client, on the other hand, has taken an interest in your poking around. But looks like you're safe enough. Saves me having to find a way to rescue you. I managed to speak to Janya. And? She didn't seem to want to listen to anything I had to say. She had this mirror that showed terrible things. Other timelines, she said. She saw the Aki World's timeline. She was like, oh gosh, oh no. You know, she hasn't been seen in public for quite a while. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Well, she seemed to have a high opinion of it. What's your next step then? I'm sorry, what? I'm just going to go back to my allies and go from there. Empty-handed? That doesn't sound like the hero I remember. What else can I do? I don't want to cause any trouble here in SwordHaven. Why not talk to the king? He's the one funneling funds to the rose, you know? Is he? No shit, man. We're in SwordHaven. Yep. Good King Altian. I'm sure he will listen to a hero like you, right? I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been formally acquainted with that guy. Like, it's been several years and I haven't really talked to him one-on-one, aside from a couple times. But yeah, I don't know how I would even begin to gain an audience with him. Knock on the castle gates? Got your interest, huh? Well, it just so happens there's a tournament going on in a couple of weeks. A tournament of champions. And the reward is an audience with the king. And that's kind of a shitty reward. Hopefully there's more things with that. You can fight, right? Find the billboard around town, try setting up, or something. Or if you really can't figure it out, find me in the main square later and I'll point you in the right direction. I suppose it's worth a shot. Oh my gosh, the chair. The evil chair. Nice, okay. Got a shopper here. We got Sears ring. Does cost money. All right, so that was the video. Again, next Friday, I'm going to be doing Tournament of Champions. Very excited. It reminds me of that one Marvel game. Isn't there a Marvel game called Tournament of Champions? Actually, it's a cooking show by Guy Fieri. Okay, that's a thing. So yeah, next video, part 1, part 2. Hopefully it'll be rather lengthy. If not, then I might do a couple of side quests after doing that. But yeah, also looking at this, how can I... What is this language, man? How can anyone read this? What the fuck? Also, what is this about? Look at all these like this quest postings. This guy is clearly... Oh shit. No, I didn't want to get in here. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, I'm just gonna just stare off to the distance. I totally meant to do this, yes, but that's pretty much the video. Again, next video, gonna be pretty much completing Tournament of Champions, and then afterwards, most likely the Thorns or Malurus. It really depends how I feel. The Thorn Saga does have Galanoth, which I mean, I am anticipating to see him because I still kind of think that he is a contest. Just a little theory of mine. I feel like it's very unlikely at this point, but just looking at his build, looking at a contest, I see Galanoth, but we shall see when that comes around. Also, after completing this last mission, I feel like they could definitely add a lot more DragonFable content. Imagine if they add what if scenarios. I feel like the mirror kind of poses a lot of kind of interesting scenarios. Like, what if this happened in book 1? What if Warlick won in book 2? I feel that could be kind of like a little cool mini scenario that they can very much focus on just to entertain current players. Just a little anthology series, but yeah, that's pretty much the video, and I'll see you guys this Friday. Peace.